Hello, welcome back to my channel. Sylvia here with Uncage Your Sunflower. Hi all my sunflowers out there. So today I got inspired to have a talk about mental health, my story, and kind of the day-to-day motivation that drives me. So just to get started, I want to talk about a little bit about what kind of got me into yoga and my mental health journey, and also motivation in general and what drives me on the day-to-day to be as motivated as I am today. It didn't start like this. There was a process. So all of you guys out there that are like, I don't know how she wakes up and she just does all of that in one day and is so accomplished and then goes to the gym and then does all that. Trust me, I didn't always used to be like this, and you have to start somewhere. So I'm gonna start with, there was a time period in my life, I would say about 7 years ago, roughly, that I spiraled mental health wise, and I would consider myself a perfectionist. I'm sure there's many of you perfectionism people out there, like OCD kind of perfectionism, and anxiety and depression were all things that really were a trigger for me on the day-to-day, and it took a toll on my mental health. I always felt like everything had to be perfect. In reality, nowadays I know that nothing is perfect, and we have to accept that, and we need to know that it is okay that it's not perfect. I'll still get triggered time to time, and I'll still have ways in which I will want to align to make it in that square, and then sometimes I'll just push it over the edge and make it a rectangle or make it a circle, if you know what I mean. Like, we don't have to have perfectionism. Like, it's not a real standard to live by, and it's not healthy. And then my anxiety and depression were kind of all along with that, and a lot of it was through college, and then just in general with just this high standards that a lot of us, straight A students like I was, Dean's List in college, had to go, be the best you can be kind of mindset family. It just was very consuming, and it was a lot to handle. And then I found yoga, and I was able to really dive into my practice, dive into my breath, tune into my awareness, and I started to be more in tune with myself and in tune with how I was feeling, and not letting those, monsters inside your head control you. Being able to breathe and be in the present moment and not feel like you have to be everywhere all the time. Being able to move and stretch and relieve tension. And now that I've opened my eyes to chakras, healing through energy, healing through movement, healing through breath, healing through yoga. And that inspired me to eventually become a yoga instructor and eventually start my own business. And it's almost been 11 years now that I've been practicing yoga, and it's helped my mental health so much. I've met so many amazing people in the community, all about peace, love, just being good humans, kind, compassionate souls. Really, it's a non-judgment practice. We always want to meet you where you're at and be able to help you get where you want to be and relieve that stress. And what I really love about yoga is that it's a mind-body practice. So with a lot of exercises, we'll work on physical health, but yoga is amazing because it helps your mental health too. With that breath work, with that awareness work, all those things make a huge difference on being able to just let go and just be at ease. And to get onto what kind of motivates me on the day-to-day, it all starts with habits, to be honest. When I was kind of in my low, dark, depressive days, I felt like I couldn't get out of bed. I felt like I didn't want to go to the gym. I felt like I didn't want to see anyone. I get it. For all of you out there that are feeling that right now, I feel you in my heart because I've been there. And I want you to know that you are not alone, and you can get out of this. You can. And I know that I've had friends and supporters out there that have told me, you know, I just don't know how you get the motivation. I just feel like I have some sort of deficiency where I have to just move through the motions and I can't do anything else. I can't, you know, I can't go to the gym. I don't have the energy. I can't eat healthy because I don't have the energy to go cook something for myself. I can't, you know, I can't wake up in the morning and stretch. I don't have the time. And like, it all comes down to habits. I'm telling you, like, I wake up in the morning and I do my morning walk, I do my stretch, I drink a couple glasses of water, and I feel mentally and physically so much better. So imagine how that compounds on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, you know, lifelong really basis. And for me, it makes a big difference. It's become a habit for me to wake up, you know, drink a cup of tea, drink some water, go on a 20-minute walk and just feel that fresh air cleansing me, that nature really being able to heal me, and then moving and tuning into my body. Nothing crazy in the morning, but just stretching and flowing and just getting rid of that stiffness from laying in bed. And then moving through the day, I like to just tune into myself, and that is something that I teach all my yoga clients. Just being able to start developing that awareness can help you be able to just realize, hey, like, I was feeling good earlier, but right now I don't feel so good. And then you just have that body scan and you start to realize, hey, like, I'm not really feeling good in my back, you know. And maybe you start to correct your posture, or maybe it's a day where you really feel like you have a lot of tension in your shoulders. Maybe you realize that your shoulders were up here. Maybe you're feeling really tight in your hips. All these things I can help you through with yoga, or you can help on your own with your just daily habits. Maybe you felt like you had a headache for the past 3 days. And a lot of times people don't realize most likely it's stress. You know, the stress is compounding and you're not able to just let go. So a good thing for that would be hot bubble bath. I love to take hot baths, and I feel like it's a very good decompressing, you know, therapy for you to just lay there, breathe, close your eyes, and sit in that bubble bath with Epsom salts, whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. It boils down to self-care and habits. So over time, I started to develop these habits that made me feel good throughout my day and gave me motivation to do more good things. So if you wake up in the morning and you set the tone of the day of walking, drinking a few cups of water, you know, and doing your stretches, and then you go to work. And for me, I take a walk in the middle of the day, and then I go to the gym at the end of the day. So having those milestones, not only do you look forward to it during your work day and your day, but it becomes a routine that you're comfortable with and that gives you time to just check in with yourself, you know. Because if you're the type of person that wakes up and goes straight into working, you're not able to even think about how you're feeling in the moment. You're not even really processing what's going on with yourself. You're just going through the motions of work. And it's so important to just find that time every single day to give yourself self-care. And I want you guys to be able to step outside, take those walks, stretch a little bit if you need to. If you ever need any guidance on how to just find a scheduling routine that works for you, please feel free to reach out to me. And yeah, that's what I have for today. If you have any other questions or something is just bothering you and you want me to help out, I really like these discussions where I'm not always just teaching yoga and flowing through yoga, but I'm really able to influence and help you guys feel better and make the steps throughout your day to have a better day and to feel more aware of what's going on internally. And I think it's really important that we do that on the day-to-day. It can be very hard when you first start to develop that awareness, but I've noticed over time that with my yoga clients that they will start to be able to have that awareness. And it's very, very helpful when you're not in that yoga class and you're just sitting there at work and you're realizing, you're like, hey, like, my hips are just not feeling the greatest. And you go take a walk. Like the clients that tell me that they sit for 12, 13 hours a day, I tell them, like, oh, go take a walk. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I'm telling you, if you were thinking about it, like if you were tuning into yourself, you would have thought about it. You would have thought, oh, I need to go move. And it's an amazing feeling to be able to have that awareness, have that mental clarity, and be comfortable with knowing yourself enough on what your body needs. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe if you don't already, and peace and love, sunflowers.